When making my roses, I use a sheet of 22 gauge carbon steel metal. I use a flap disc to polish it silver and use a Sharpie to trace my template. I use two ways to cut my petals, either a plasma cutter if it's at my disposal for faster cutting, or I use 10 snips for cheaper, easier convenience. You can pick these up at Home Depot or Lowe's for 15 to 20 bucks. Very convenient. After you cut it, make sure you clean and polish them. Now we get into one of the most important parts, crimping these edges of the petals. You want to make sure that they have a nice crease, as you can see in this video. That way when you start forming the rose, they don't unfold. Now we get into tacking the piece. You want to make sure you have decent sized tacks, not too thick where they blow through the thin metal, and not too thin when we start forming it. It starts breaking and we have to restart. You also want to make sure that each layer is offset. As you can see in the video, I'm starting to twist as I get to the next layer. Now we get into the forming. The first layer, nice and tight. This is your base. This is what gets everything started. As you can see, I'm kind of folding each one in half and making sure that it kind of cradles the previous one. And then this very final petal, I kind of do a shallow bend. So it kind of brings the group together. So now we're going to form our second and third layer. These layers, not as crucial as the first one. We're just going to kind of do a nice shallow bend, bring them kind of up, kind of cradle that very first layer. Don't worry about getting this tight. We will tighten up all layers with this hammer. As you can see, we're just going to go around, beat it into shape until it gets to the profile we want. Now we're going to go into heat treating. You can use an oxy-fuel torch with a low flame, or you can use a butane torch that you get at any hardware store. It's your choice. Each one works perfect. But you have to watch out for this. This takes a lot of concentration, because if you heat up one petal too much, it could get to a color you really don't want. One good tip I can give you is watch for the gold. Once it starts turning gold, then it's about to rapidly change colors. That's when you're going to get your purples, your blues, your light blues. So if there's a specific color you want, watch